Hi guys, Blake here today with Lilley's Landing Resort in Marina on the one and only Lake Taneycomo. It's the 10th of May, a Friday, and I'm going to do the one cast for you. So today I rigged up a couple different things. I don't know what all's been covered, but I don't think this has been done in the floodgates yet on video. We're going to drag a crankbait on the bottom. That is a fat-free fingerling in the chartreuse color. Any deep diving, 15, 20 foot crankbait will probably work though. So you don't have to have one of these per se. This is a 6-pound leader on, I'm gonna go with that's the 8-pound Suffix braid. And all you do is cast this thing out as far as you possibly can. And then you reel and crank, and you're trying to achieve and get it to the bottom as fast as you can. And you got to keep cranking until you get it there. Sometimes it takes a recast. There we go. Oh, I got a fish already. Would you look at that? Fish on the first cast. Come on, little buddy. Oh, come on. Come out of there. These fish are so fat, you can't even hardly hold them. Okay. Oh. There we go. Belly's just loaded. Now let's see if I can get my crankbait back out of the net. I should have brought one of our new nets. The new nets have the big rubber holes. A lot easier to work with when it comes to treble hooks and nets. But another beautiful day here. Yeah, and if we can just get the line uncranked out of here. The fish did a number in the current, rolling and twisting. Wow. Okay. Wow, get a little bit of my first day back from honeymoon luck there and get one on the first cast. Okay, we've officially made it all the way to the end of the island. Get that thing back out there. And if you can't cast it very far, you can let some extra line out before you start your retrieve. There we go. Wait till you feel it connect with the bottom, and then you don't have to do anything. You just let it drag. That bill rides like this, so it kind of keeps the hooks up out of the most of the hang-ups. Ah, lost it. I got this on a new rod that we just got in the shop. It's the Professional Walleye rod. So our honeymoon, we went to St. Thomas Virgin Islands is where we flew into. We stayed on a little island called Water Island. You had to take a ferry back and forth. And the Water Island was very chill. It's home to Honeymoon Beach, which is one of the most popular beaches down there and one of the most in the world. And the islands it's a different culture, but it was really interesting, a really unique experience. Of course, I went fishing. Caught a little bit from the island, but the main portion of my fishing was when I went on the charter. We targeted king fish is what they call them, but it's the king mackerel. And what an aggressive fighting fish. Oh no. All right, so in this instance, if you don't want to lose a bait, turn on your motor. Then we're just gonna drive back towards. Usually, once you get on the other side of what you're hung up on, it'll pop off. Usually. But we may not be getting this one back. These aren't exactly the cheapest thing to lose over and over again, on top of the fact that they don't make these anymore. Well, I think I managed to get it loose. Nope, it's not gonna come. All right, we're gonna pause and throw something else. I did bring one more of those with me, but we're gonna save it. We got this thing up in the office. It's a Rapala jigging wrap. It's actually made for ice fishing, but to me, it looks like something we can catch a shad on, or catch a trout on. So we're gonna try it. Very heavy, weighs a couple ounces, so probably gonna have to keep it up, reeling it and jigging it, or else it's gonna get stuck to the bottom pretty quick. I can just about throw it all the way across the lake here. On my trip yesterday, we used shad flies and size 12 scuds the whole time, and we had a pretty steady bite for 4 hours. Zoom over here, we got a nice little eddy pocket. These fish should be starting to hold up in these eddy pockets and just wait for shad to get swung into their resting area. Almost looks like a school of fish right up there. Flip around here. I'm gonna fish out towards the middle. hooked up at the bottom right there. Yep. Yeah, this jigging wrap is pretty heavy. It definitely looks like something we should be able to use to catch fish. Just fish are not having it at the moment. All right, I brought one more of those, still in the box. And this rod has 6 pound on it. 6 pounds probably good enough, but you could definitely get away with 8. The bait's moving so fast that they're not going to see the line. All right, passing the boat ramp now. This is one of my favorite spots for dragging any type of hard bait on the bottom. Oh, that was a fish. He rolled over and tagged it. Oh my gosh, guys. I feel like I'm back on the ocean swells. There we go. You gotta really watch your surroundings when you're up here in this flood water. Make sure you're not getting drifted into something that's gonna be perilous. Oh yeah. All right, bud. You really have to be like that? This is one of those spots you can get sucked in back there into that island stuff and get in a lot of trouble really quick. And I didn't bring pliers with me, of course. Why would I do something smart like that? Oh boy. Okay. There we go. Quick shot of him. And I'll release him. Give him a little. There we go. Yep, he bolted. I had to keep him out of the water a little longer than I wanted to, but the boat was going to get sucked in behind that island. And we've pulled a boat off of that pile right there before, and it was very sketchy. Yeah. Best suggestion I have for you guys, if you're going to do this, get a net with big rubber holes. This is just a nightmare. We're missing one of my favorite chutes to drag a bait through right now. Oh my gosh. It's a lot of work. Ooh. All right, it only took a quarter mile to get that one out of the net. How are we doing on time? Okay. Ow. Oh, I didn't get that one to the bottom in time. It is a little bit of a trick sometimes to get it there. wish the wind wasn't blowing as hard as it is. It's almost slowing my boat down. But if you got a bunch of old deep diving bass fishing crankbaits at the house and you're coming down for the floodgates, bring them with you. This method can produce some really nice fish. One of my 28 inchers I've caught here was caught on a custom painted one of Dwayne's crankbaits that he painted a long time ago. I really wanted to go all the way to the Narrows, so I might make this a really long video today. But while we were in St. Thomas, we had a rental Jeep, and we took it on a car ferry across to St. John Island, which is very beautiful. Even more beautiful than St. Thomas, but it was all very, very amazing. And we went to Trunk Bay, which I guess has been voted the most beautiful beach in the world, and it was. But I decided to rent snorkeling gear and snorkel while we were there. And I snorkeled out to the very end where they tell you to turn around, and when I got there, I heard someone yelling for help. And he said he needed my help, and he was on the front side of the island where they tell you not to go because of the riptide and the current crashing into it. And he had been beaten against the rocks, and I swam in there with I had paddles and flotation, and when I swam in there and planted my hand to stop myself from getting beat, I got sea urchins in my hand. And those are not fun. They hurt, and you can't pull them out. But I wound up with all the energy I had in me to swim back against the current and get back to the beach, and they finally got the Coast Guard called and got him help. He had snorkeled out there without any paddles or without any fins on or any flotation. He wasn't even paying attention and got caught in the riptide and sucked into the front of the island. You come back here and our water is beautiful, especially when you look at a lot of lakes and stuff, but our water has no comparison to the turquoise water down there in that part of the world. The island we were staying on is home to Honeymoon Beach, and that's a beach where all the sea turtles congregate this time of the year. So I snorkeled out there and got to swim with the sea turtles. That was pretty cool. This is a spot on the lake where you'll lose connection with the bottom because of the way the current swings through here by Point Royale and Point Lookout. All these little eddy pockets, like over here in Andy Williams and up there at Point Lookout Island, there's another fish, are great places to pull your boat over into. Got an aggressive one here. I'm going to try to do this without using the net this time. See if we can avoid some headache. Oh yeah, that was much easier. Just let that little guy go. Oh my gosh, I am. Are you the Dwayne Doty with Ozark Trout Runners? Dwayne is over there fishing the eddy pocket right now, just like I was talking about. There we go, we got that one to connect. You gotta keep cranking on it until you know you're touching the bottom. I bet even some of those deeper diving flicker shads, you could probably get them out there and keep them on the bottom. Man, this wind is killing me. Killing my drift. I think Dwayne was over in the eddy rigging up for throwing jerk baits. Looks like they're getting ready to start fishing jerk baits against the bank over there. All right. I'm doing our video. All right, we're gonna try doing it on the channel side. I think that's where my fastest water is gonna be. That might help compensate for the wind trying to blow me back upstream. There we go. A few years ago when I caught that 28-incher, I was drifting the bluff channel. I just kind of remembered that, so we get over here on this side. Come on. I think we may have picked some kind of trash up on the line because it is not wiggling anymore. Where you at? There it is right there. That's all it takes to ruin it. Yeah, the mountains of St. Thomas they're something else. And all the roads are all, I mean, they all go through the mountains to get you to the different parts of the island. Like I said earlier, sometimes it takes a couple tries to get it down there. There we go. Oh, that was definitely a bite. There he is. Oh, he came off. Are you kidding? And he messed my bait all up. Well, we had him. It was probably the 28-incher I was looking for too. At least that's the story I'm going to go with. What is going on here? Do I have a fish? That was a very strange feeling. Oh, I do have a fish. Okay. Well, that makes more sense. Get out from underneath the trolling motor. How long have I been going? Oh my gosh, 42 minutes. Man, these fish are just tuned up. They are full of energy. I don't know if I could eat that much and still be full of energy. Real nice one here. All right, we're getting ready to go through the Narrows, so I'll make this my last cast. I'm just doing what I can to fight the wind here right now. Ooh, that was a fish. See if he comes back for it. Come and get it. So we drifted all from the dam all the way down to the Narrows and, caught 4 or 5 there. It's not bad. There's definitely other methods that are catching more fish than that. The scuds, shad flies, and egg flies you'd have caught probably quite a few more fish than that on your way down through here, but regardless, if you got a big tackle box full of these crankbaits, you can bring them with you and take a chance at catching a real big one. Come on, get it. There you go. There we go. We'll end it with that right there in the corner of the mouth. Well, thank you guys for watching. Like and share us on Facebook. And we'll see you again tomorrow.